We are presenting Spotilytics, a data-driven Spotify dashboard for personalized music, language, and audio analysis. So our project is a Spotify dashboard which takes user listening data and gives users a deeper look into their listening habits by analyzing their favorite tracks and their lyrics, as well as their playlists. With insights into top artists, top tracks, and linguistic trends, this tool helps users discover patterns in their music taste in a way that Spotify alone or other dashboards don't provide. Our advisor, Dr. Rossi, studies linguistics, so we wanted to focus more on the lyrics and the linguistic trends. So I'll just preface them now, but we'll see them later. We have things like sentiment analysis, profanity, lexical richness, language distribution, and most common words.
All right, let's start a project walkthrough. All right, so welcome to Joseph's Spotify page. Here on our overview page, we have what you come to expect from a typical Spotify dashboard. You can see your most recently listened to artists of certain time periods. So we have last month, last 6 months, and last 12 months. And we have certain stats of including their popularity for both the top tracks and the top artists. And here you can explore them via just scrolling down and seeing your top 50 listed songs and artists of the previous time period.
All right, now for our next page, which is the top track trends. Here we have the same top tracks that you saw on the overview, and you can also change the time range. And here's where our linguistic analysis comes to play. You can see we have sentiment analysis, a word cloud which shows common words, lexical richness, language distribution, and profanity. Some of the more in-depth models have a little description describing, how the scores are calculated and what they mean. We have some informational icons or some questions to ask yourself about your data. Here you have the most positive and negative tracks calculated by this model. We have word cloud and other data that you can go through for your enjoyment. Here at the top tracks, you can see the individual scores of each track if you want to get a little bit more specific and compare them to your overall data. So yeah, now for the playlist page.
So now we'll move over to this playlist tab over here. Basically, this tab takes a user's all of their listed playlists and shows them to the user. So if we want to, we can go ahead and select on a playlist to see the songs that it contains. If we scroll down, we can go to this rainy day playlist right here. And just like the top tracks page that we just looked at, it contains all of the same metrics that the top tracks have. But instead of now running the metrics on the top tracks over a certain time period, we're now just running the metrics on the playlist songs that we've selected. So as you can see here, we can look at the sentiment analysis, and you can see that the songs are different because now it's being taken based off of the songs that are available in the playlist. And as you can see right here, we have the top 5 most positive scores for sentiment listed, as well as the top 5 most negative scores. And if you scroll down, you can see the word cloud, which again is just a representation of which words are most common within your playlist. If you scroll down a little more, we have lexical richness, which is just the density of the vocabulary in the song, which, as you can see, all 5 of these songs are present within the playlist. And last, we have, or second to last, language distribution, where you can see most of it is English, but we have some Dutch and we have some French in there. And finally, we have the top 5 most profane tracks, which again are also all part of this playlist. So if we want to go ahead and look at a different playlist now, just to see how they compare to each other, we can go to this 21 playlist right here. And as you can see, the same exact statistics, same exact metrics, but now it's based off of the songs that are present within this specific playlist. So as you can see, all the data is different. The language distribution is English, German, and Spanish now. The profane tracks are different with different levels of profanity. And the display tracks on the right are different as well. And yeah, and that basically wraps up all of our features of our app. And now we can go ahead and log out of our app to show you the login screen. So right here, this is our base login screen, Spotilytics with our logo. We can go ahead and log in. This step is all done through the Spotify OAuth library. And as you can see, we can log into a different user in order to access their data. So we were just in Joseph's Spotify, and now we've just logged into Ethan's Spotify. And as you can see here, it pulls up all of his top tracks, which are completely different from Joseph's. And our goal eventually is to have our app be able to support a bunch of different users and have, based on the access token that each user has, we'll be able to pull up their specific top songs that are associated with their Spotify specifically. So yeah, that is a pretty full overview. We can wait really quickly to see the playlist if they want to load. But whenever we log into a new user, it'll take a little bit of time for their information to be pulled by the Spotify API. So as you can see here, we have the Ethan's playlist now. So yeah, so this process will be repeated through however many users want to end up using our app. And yeah, that is the end of our demo.
As for individual responsibilities, I'm Joseph and I created the data analysis implementations and completed most of the project's functionality testing.
I'm Ethan, and I create a lot of functionality to analyze playlist data, and I contributed many of the ideas for features.
I'm David, and I created the profanity data visualizations on the top tracks in the playlist, and I helped establish the lyric parsing from the APIs for Genius and Spotify, and I helped process the lyrics in the backend.
I'm Tony. I incorporated language distribution functionality into the playlist page and created loading animations for data visualizations.
Okay, that is the end of our presentation. Thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoyed our demo.